Yesterday morning, a 27-year-old farmer from Chipping Norton climbed into a bright orange McLaren worth £25,000, put his 5-year-old son Oscar in the passenger seat, and drove to his own wedding. 3 years ago, that same man was delivering veg boxes and doing contracting jobs across Oxfordshire for rates that barely covered his fuel. Yesterday, he got married at a 500-acre estate minutes from the farm where his life changed completely. Watching it all, with an unlimited supply of Hawkstone beer and cider at the reception, was Jeremy Clarkson. Weeks after revealing on national television that he has aggressive prostate cancer, still recovering from surgery, Clarkson was there anyway. This is the story of KalebCooper's wedding day, and what it says about the people at the center of one of Britain's most unlikely friendships. Welcome back to Proper British Farming. If you're new here, hit subscribe. We cover the real lives and businesses behind British farms, not just the TV version. KalebCooper married Tia Wilkinson on Saturday the 5th of July 2026 at Mariscourt, a 500-acre working estate just outside Chipping Norton in Oxfordshire, minutes from Diddley Squat Farm. Kaleb has spent his entire life within a few miles of these fields. He was born here, learned to farm here, met Tia here, found fame here, and now he got married here. On the wedding morning, he left a local pub with his groomsmen, then arrived at Diddley Squat in that bright orange McLaren, Oscar beside him. The man who once said he rarely travelled further than Banbury drove past the fields where he used to earn 50 pence an hour on his way to a 500-acre wedding venue. Tia wore a flowing white gown, tiara and veil, carrying wildflowers. Kaleb wore a suit and yellow tie. After the ceremony, they posed in front of a tractor, the most KalebCooper wedding photo imaginable. The next morning, his Instagram post went up. Such an amazing day yesterday celebrating our wedding. Mr. and Mrs. Cooper. More pics to come, don't worry. 3 million followers saw it within hours. Clarkson was at the reception with Lisa Hogan, cast members from Clarkson's farm, and Eddie Hall, the world's strongest man turned boxer, who's now part of the extended Diddley Squat world. Clarkson didn't just attend. He supplied an open bar of Hawkstone beer and cider, brewed on the farm where Kaleb has worked for the last 5 years. Beer from Clarkson's land, served at the wedding of the man who helped make that farm what it is, by the man who owns both the farm and the brewery. 3 weeks earlier, in Season 5 of Clarkson's Farm, Clarkson had sat down with Kaleb and land agent Charlie Ireland during a normal harvest planning conversation and told them he'd been diagnosed with prostate cancer. Aggressive, but caught early. He expected to be fine, but would be out of action for a while. Since that episode aired, Kaleb has called Clarkson his best mate. What began as a TV pairing, clueless celebrity and exasperated young farmer, has become a real friendship over 5 years of working together. So that photograph at the reception is not a celebrity at a PR event. It's a man who went to his friend's wedding because his friend got married, and because some things matter more than whatever your doctor said about taking it easy. Kaleb and Tia have been together for a decade, childhood sweethearts from the same corner of Oxfordshire. When Kaleb first appeared on Clarkson's farm in 2021, he was already a father. Oscar was born in March that year, Willa in 2023, then Ashton last August, while Kaleb was harvesting a field called Dead Man and told Tia to hang on until he'd finished the row. Clarkson wrote about it in his column and called him the boy wonder. Kaleb proposed to Tia on Christmas Day 2022. Since then, his business has grown fast. Company's house filings show his production company sitting on equity approaching £909,000, with £606,000 profit in a single year. 3 Penguin bestsellers, an Amazon content deal independent of Clarkson's farm, a contracting business that predates television, and a holdings company structured because he plans to buy land. Right now, Kaleb Down Under is in production, a 4-part Amazon Prime series following him to Australia, his first major solo TV project and his first ever flight, testing whether the contracting business he built in Oxfordshire works on the other side of the world. In his own words, "I spend most of my time with the most travelled man in the world, so I got brave and booked my first ever flight to see what all the fuss was about." Season 6 of Clarkson's Farm has been confirmed for 2027, depending on Clarkson's recovery. Kaleb will be there, Charlie will be there, the farm will still need managing, and the planning battles with West Oxfordshire District Council will still be providing the entertainment. But for this weekend, none of that is the point. The point is that the boy from Chipping Norton, who drove to his wedding in a £25,000 McLaren with his son in the passenger seat, came home to the same county he was born in, married the girl he's been with since they were teenagers, and had his boss and best friend sitting in the reception with an open bar of Hawkstone lager. That is as good a Saturday as anyone in British farming has had in a long time.